captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known.
Tonight, two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Tannehill to throw on the first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Our game, the Titans and Bills, the first of 2 on this Monday night in Week 2. We'll see the Vikings and Eagles set to kick off in the nightcap right around 8:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for that.
Tannehill on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A good pickup there at 22.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 114 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
From the 22, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danico Autry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. We're scoreless after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at that catch by Diggs. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Slot man moves right. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left.
Open man downfield is Davis. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's the rookie, the former Wolverine, Hassan Haskins.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But
he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. So a good decision there by Mike Vrabel. They correctly contest that call.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's complete to Cook.
On the move past the 40. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Allen now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen out to his left. And Cook has it left side. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down and 4. Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now they send a man in motion right. Allen now on 3rd and goal. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 28-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Tannehill
running the slant. That's Hooper.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. Or make
touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. James Cook. 75 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. To the air again, Tannehill.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Green from 6 yards away.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Bernard in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Third and long, it's Tannehill. This is caught, it's Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tannehill's throw taken in by Green here. On the move past the 40. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper from 19 yards away. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, 39 yards. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Out come the Titans now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's good for 28 yards. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And